this is Tanya. Welcome back to my channel. Glad to have you here. Today I'm going to try something different. I had an idea the other day while I was working on another project. Get a drink here. And I had an idea to try something different. Now, we all have these packs of ephemera and such, and I got this black and white set, and I thought it was kind of cool when I got it, and I still do, but I don't know if I'm ever going to use them without color in them. So I thought about it and thought, wouldn't it be cool to make if we could paint them, but they've got the glossy finish. So I was thinking about watercolor. Now, I know that sounds crazy because I just explained that it's got a smooth glossy finish, which watercolor is not going to sink into that. But there is this stuff called transparent watercolor ground. And my idea is, and this is by Daniel Smith, I think there's some other brands too. I've got one by Core, but I think this one is actually white. I think this one's white. I don't think this one is clear. So I'm going to try, I want to try this, and it actually says, let's see here. Does it have, oh Lord, it's so small. But it basically creates a watercolor surface, and I want to try this. I'm going to put a couple coats on a few of these, and then we'll come back and once they're dry, which shouldn't take long, and see if we can watercolor them and add some color. This one's going to dry transparent, so I'm not too worried here. So I'll be able to see the design underneath it, which is great because that will lend to the piece. And I'm getting it everywhere, but that's okay. I'll clean it up. And I've used this before on some other things, just a couple times though, and it was just on canvas, I think, and it worked really neat. But I don't know if this is going to work. So this is an experiment, and hopefully it does. I'm using a couple pieces that if it messes up, I'm not going to be too mad about it. It's worth a try, right? And I haven't used my watercolors in a while, and I'm kind of missing it, honestly. Can you see that? I'm just painting over the surface. I'm being fairly generous with it, so I don't have to do as many coats. Of course, that'll probably take a little bit longer to dry, but that's all right too. Looks like the paper's trying to curl up, but I don't think that's going to be an issue in the end. I think it'll flatten out just fine. But if this works, this could open up some new ideas and some new opportunities. And I think it will. I really do think it will work. I'm kind of excited. I've been wanting to try this, but I've been so busy this week with work, and we had some crazy stuff happen this week at work. My boss was on vacation, which is, you know, when it always happens. I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna do this one. And it's just always seems to be on my shift, these wacky things happen. But we lost electricity one night from a storm. And we've always, you know, it's blinked off and on. It's always come back on. It's never been dead. But this time, nothing. No electricity whatsoever. And I couldn't figure it out. All the other stores in the shopping center had electricity. Everybody but us. And who's in charge? Me. So, you know, it took a little while. It took several hours to get it worked out, but finally got the electricity back on and had to put all the groceries back. We had pulled everything that would be damaged, and finally got everything back together. But wow, what a pain. And then the very next night, because of that, we ended up having issues with our lights. Come to find out, they had like every other light. My boss had asked me, he goes, well, do you think it's just bulbs? I'm like, no, I don't think so, because it's every other light that's turned off. It's kind of like a power saving, you know, how the lights go off when it's power saving, and because it's only every other one. If it was light bulbs, wouldn't it be more random? Or, you know, it wouldn't be a pattern, right? But as it turns out, it was the light bulbs, strangely enough. And then the next night, because of that, I guess we blew. Oh no, we didn't. It kind of led to it, but not really. I don't know. Still not fully certain. But the backup battery for our registers went out, and I had to learn how to fix that until they could get us a new one. And I'm not gonna lie, I almost lost my marbles. At one point, I think I might have broke down a little. It was just so much going on. I'm only human. There's only one of me. But anyway, I had some great people I'm working with, and they were super supportive and really helpful, and I couldn't appreciate them more. So it's nice to have a good team at work that can pull together and get things done. This is already dry, mostly. I'm going to go ahead and put another coat on. See, and that design stays there really well. So that's kind of cool. So it's getting a little bit gritty, which is what it's supposed to do. It's called, they're watercolor grounds. So basically it's adding a texture to it, to the paper, through this paste, and that the watercolor will stick to and soak into, so it'll flow like watercolor paper. That's the idea. I really think this is going to work. I am jazzed. I don't want to make it too wet and curl too much, but I want to make sure it's covered well enough. Okay, so let that one be. Get this one again. This one's getting pretty dry already. I probably should leave it a little longer, but I'm impatient, so I'm not gonna. It's like waiting for paint to dry, right? I guess I don't really need to get those antennas, except that I want them to be the same texture of paper. So if you're feeling it, which you know I like to touch my art, it'll all feel the same. I'm just trying to get it as even as I can. Okay, there's that one. So it has been a crazy week, and I am so thankful that Tuesday, in a few more days, I start my vacation. Of course, by the time I post this, I'm not sure if I'm going to post this today yet or if I'm going to wait, because I want to make sure I have content while I'm on vacation to post for you. I don't want to just disappear for a week. And so I'm excited to start my vacation in a couple days. I will be going to California to visit my family, who it's been about, well, since October, I guess, since I've been there. So I'll get to spend, I didn't plan it that way, but as it works out, the weekend that I chose to go happens to be Father's Day, so yay. Get to spend that with my dad. I'm hoping he's going to teach me some more stuff in his wood shop. Last time I went, he taught me how to make wooden spoons, and I went and bought all kinds of wood equipment and tools and stuff, and was going to start doing all these fun things. I was watching videos, and then I got a mini lathe and wanted to learn how to do that, and to tell you the truth, I've been scared of it. I haven't even turned it on. I did use my saw, and I did make a few spoons, but didn't get too far. Weather changed and stuff, and I got too busy. And so I didn't get out there to the shop much, but I'm hoping this time he'll teach me how to use that lathe, and I won't be so afraid of it. I don't know why I'm afraid of it. Do you guys use stuff like that? I guess I shouldn't be. But, you know, I just need to suck it up and get out there and do it, huh? All right, I'm gonna rinse my brush. I think that's enough pieces to start with. Again, I don't know if this is gonna work, so I don't wanna go crazy and use all of my pieces, because if it doesn't work, it's gonna be ruined. So let's kind of tuck those aside. I'm gonna close this up. These are drying up really nice. Again, they are curling a little bit. That's okay. I think they're gonna, I think once that, I'll be able to flatten them out. Even if they curl with the watercolor. Oh, I'm gonna have to hold them down for watercolor, huh? So that they don't curl while I'm painting. But this is pretty cool, right? In the meantime, I think I'm going to get out my paints. Let's set these aside. Set these aside. I haven't used them in quite some time. In fact, I didn't find the set I was looking for. I think my daughter must have them. So these are some of my... Wait a minute. Maybe this... Oh no, this isn't the set I was thinking it was. I've got this beautiful set, all the colors that I've swatched out. And I'm gonna do this the other way. Sorry, I keep moving everything around. Try to work over here where you can see it. Let's see, I want a different brush for this. I think I'm gonna use my round. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've painted, and I really miss it. Oops, well that's pretty. I've got my clean water here, and I'm gonna do this palette first, because if I ruin that, I'm really not gonna cry. I don't know what I would use it for otherwise. This is too brown. I want some yellow in there. I think these are Daniel Smith paints, if I remember correctly. I was thinking, I'll always remember who made them and where these came from. And no, I should have labeled them. But I'm pretty sure they're Daniel Smith. I want one of these. Oh, that's his, the same color. Very cool. I kind of like the blend that's making. And then I want to go a little deeper, and I like this one. I don't like how it's running all the way down, but okay. I can still work with that. It says dry it. No, of course not. Of course not. Here, let's paint something else in the meantime. This is a postcard. Hey, this would make great Happy Mail, wouldn't it? All right, so let's do something fun. Let's do, gosh, it's been so long, I'm afraid to paint anything for you guys just like this, because honestly, seriously, it's been so long. And I don't want to mess it up. How embarrassing. All right, let's see what we can do. So long since I've painted. See if I can remember how to do it. So hopefully, I hope you guys are all having a great weekend. Today is Saturday when I'm recording this. No, it's not. Yeah, no. No, it's not. It's Sunday. Oh my gosh. It's Sunday. I mixed up because I worked every other day this week. And I kept thinking I'd have Monday off, but nope. I got Sunday off instead. So I'm working on cleaning up my house. I got a pack today. Finished my laundry so I can pack. I need some clothes for this trip. Not doing anything fancy. This paper isn't the best watercolor paper, so it's not a great example. But it's not horrible, but it's certainly not the best. It doesn't blend and move as well as some of the others. And it dries so quickly, so it's not the best, like I said. But I like it okay. I mean, it works. It is what it is. Make some little purple little guys up here. And honestly, I'm just doodling, just playing around. I'm not really planning anything. But like I said, this would make great happy mail, so I'll put a good effort into it, of course. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. Kind of, besides YouTube, I'm fairly self-taught as far as watercolor goes. I haven't taken any kind of formal training. YouTube is my instructor. There's some great gals out there who do some amazing work. Shada Campbell is one of my favorites, and Emma, if I get your name wrong, Lefebvre, I think might be how you pronounce it. They're both fantastic. They're very talented with watercolor. So if you're interested in checking them out, I'll actually attach their a link to their channel if you guys are interested. Check them out. They're amazing. I don't know them personally or anything, and certainly don't get anything from promoting them, but they actually give classes, and they're fantastic. They do beautiful work, and they've been doing it for a long time. And I've learned a lot from them. They're both very, they explain in their videos a lot. They're very, I don't know how to explain it. They're great teachers, honestly. They really are. Highly recommended. Oops, that kind of went the wrong direction, but that'll work. It's okay. Just add some leaves in here. Still waiting for those to dry, so I'll keep going for a little while. You guys have any fun plans this weekend? Anybody doing anything crazy? Going on any fun trips? Tell me about it. Now the restrictions are letting up, it's kind of nice to be able to open up our idea box and find the fun things to do. Our idea box, that's a weird thing to say, whatever. Our idea box. You know what I mean. It's hard to think and paint at the same time. What can I say? I don't like how I did that one. Let me see if I can. All right. I know I shouldn't be messing with it anymore, but I did, and it's too late. Okay, and let's see. Let's give these little flowers some centers. I think I'm going to use this mustard color. I'm excited to get to connect with some friends I haven't seen for a long time too when I get to California. We'll have a barbecue at my brother's house and my sister-in-law. I miss them, their boys. And some of our mutual friends will be there, so excited about that. You know what I'm really excited about? Well, all that aside. Fresh fruit, yeah. All the fresh fruit I can probably eat. It's been a while since I've been able to go outside and just pick a peach. I miss that. I miss that a lot. All right, are they done? I still see some spots that are a little bit wet. They're almost done. You can kind of see the gloss from the still a little bit of wetness, but almost. The butterfly's a little more wet than that. So they're coming along. They did mask the black. It did mask the black a little bit. It doesn't look like it's perfectly transparent. Or maybe I just need to wait till it's totally dry and then it'll be clear as day. I can feel the paper is wet. So we'll leave it just a little longer. And it's flattening out real well too when I'm doing that. I don't want to do the other ones yet because they're still pretty wet. So I'll try that in a minute. What other color should I put on here? Blue? Maybe some baby blue? Little baby blue flowers. Oh, it didn't work. It's been so long since I've used these paints, they're just not cooperating very well. Well, I just made purple again. Here, let's do little, how about little, I want to call them baby bells, but I don't know what they're actually called. Bluebells? I don't know. I don't even know if this is really a flower. And we'll put a little bud at the end. How's that? Okay, and then I'll get some green. I'll show you what I'm aiming for. I like that green. Let's see here. It's funny when you're painting, you come up with some favorite colors, and it's like it's hard to do something different. You tend to stick with the same ones. Difference you made in my life. Don't sing, I know. Got my radio going in the other room. It's kind of a funny looking flower, but I guess it works. I think I'm gonna go this way and do that. How's that? Not exactly what I meant to do. It's too square, it's too angled. I meant it to be a little more rounded, but oh well. Like I said, I'm just doodling. What else? All right, so I actually have space here to do a sentiment, like thank you or hello or something. So I think what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna splatter here. think I ruined my brush, my other brush for something else. I'm gonna have to try to work with that and see if I can get this mess cleaned up. But it actually might work just fine. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my fan brush and I'm gonna load some paint on it and there we go. How's that? That's kind of fun, yeah? There. That actually kind of made that softer. Doesn't look as harsh now as the angle. Cute. All right, well that was fun. So here's my finished doodle postcard. Probably, I might touch it up a little bit and do something else to it, but for now, I'm gonna leave that alone. All right, next up, I wanna try this guy. So he's pretty, like I said, this is an experiment. So if it doesn't work, oh well, I tried something different, tried something new. Took one for the team. Give me some more brown. Give me some more brown. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, so in comparison, this is cool. In comparison, let me grab something else that I did not put this stuff on. Again, I don't want to ruin something. So here's one I did not put the grind on, okay? So let's do the same thing. I'm gonna use the same paint color and everything. And this is what happens. See how it beads up and it doesn't stick because it's got that surface stuff on it, right? But you can see here how it did stick and it stayed in place. This stuff is just gonna wipe off. This is not. So that is exactly what I was aiming to do. You guys, this is so fun. Okay, this is cool. Now I'm excited. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna stop making noises, I'm sorry. I'll be a little silly. And then I'm gonna get some paint on this brush and just go around. It's not exactly like watercolor paint, paper, but it definitely does work. Just like I kind of thought it would. So interesting thing is it looks like the grinds though are becoming, well, again, I didn't wait very long for this to dry, so that's probably part of it too. The grinds are turning non-transparent again. They're turning opaque again a little bit because I'm getting them wet. Which makes sense. You know, I didn't wait very long for it to dry. Just a few minutes. So this is going to open up some opportunity. That may not be how you would have painted it, but, and maybe not me either if I had thought about it a little bit longer. But what color do you paint a paint palette? This is cool. This is really, really cool. This is a game changer for some of these ephemera packets. Don't you think so? Try not to make it too wet. But I want to add some different colors in there too. I'm kind of adding some darker browns, some lighter browns. Just kind of letting it be. All right, let's leave that one sit for a little bit and see how it turns out. This one, if it's dry, and it is, I think you're supposed to leave this sitting at, well, the other bottle said several hours. Of course, I didn't do that because, you know, I'm impatient and stuff. I wanted to do this one in blue. or yellow. No, I keep seeing blue. So I want to do it like a really light blue. Like, actually I have this color. This is kind of a really cool, this one's an iridescent. I apologize for my sleeve. This one's an iridescent blue and it actually has sparkle to it. And I just kind of wanted to or lavender. It's kind of a lavender, isn't it? That's pretty cool. I think I want a little bit more color down here. I kind of want to go where the shading is on the picture. Just highlight that a little bit. Like I said, this one is iridescent, so it's kind of got a glitter to it when it's dry. It's really pretty. Might even add some glitter. All right, so there's that one. I'm excited about this butterfly. I wish it would dry. It's almost done. What do you guys think? What do you think about my new discovery? I haven't seen anybody else do this. You know what? I'm sure there's probably somebody else that's done it. I'm sure there must be. But this was my brainchild. I had this idea and wanted to try it out. I'm so excited you guys came along for the ride. Because, you know, why not? All right, this one I think I'm gonna do, you know me, I love my rustic colors, so I'm gonna kind of go this way. And I want to use the same intensity on this side, kind of mirror it. And then I want to go more to the orange side here. Let's see here. Do you think this is something that you would use in your arts and crafts room? I mean, you can see that what I'm doing isn't taking much talent. I'm just kind of slathering it and coloring it in. You could, and you don't have to use, you know, a certain kind of paints or anything. I mean, obviously I'm using watercolor, but you know, this would probably work. I mean, you don't have to use a certain brand of watercolor. It could be a Crayola if you wanted. I mean, this is cool. All right, what could I do? I want to go a little bit more, even darker, into the brown tones out here at the edge. Let's see if that's too dark. I can mix it with that one and it won't be so much. Just kind of dab here. And kind of blend those a little bit. I'm liking this. I'm liking it a lot. I think I'll leave him alone. I'm hoping that the black will come through still. I'm hoping. All right, and then let's see. Let that dry. And then I've got two leaves. I'm gonna kind of do some greens in here. Can you see? I like these a lot better than the black and white, that's for sure. I don't know why I got black and white. I don't know what I was thinking there. I mean, I'm not mad about it, but it's not me. I don't know why I did that. I love color. I actually had an opportunity to sell my tumblers at this a shop near my work. This lady's got this beautiful shop. It's so beautiful, and everything in there is gorgeous. Here's the catch, is that everything is white. Some of it has a little dab of color in it, some of the things, and it's very classy. It's very very unique. I've never seen a shop like that. She even wears all white all the time, and it's her style. That's what she does, and that's what she loves. And I loved it, and I really entertained the idea, and I thought, well, this would be beautiful. You know, I could make a line of cups just for her, and they'd all be white. And when it came time to get them done, I couldn't do it. I couldn't get myself to make the cups, and what didn't bring me joy. There was no color. It wasn't me. And I actually declined the offer to put my cups in her shop because I couldn't bring myself to do something like that I just didn't enjoy doing. And I knew that it would have brought me business, and I knew that it would have been a really great source of contacts and, you know, getting to know people around town. And but it wasn't me. It wasn't my style. And I never did. So I just gotta, you know, stick with what makes me happy, and it's not worthwhile, you guys, if it doesn't make you happy, right? Gotta love what you do. We spend so much time on certain things, you know, whether it's our work or, you know, lots of other things, and it needs to make us happy. What's the point in doing it otherwise? You know, yes, a job is so that we can pay our bills and what have you, but if you're spending 60 hours a week at your job and you hate it, me personally, I'd move on. I couldn't. And I have done that. I know it's easier said than done sometimes, but wow, these are blending so neat. The colors are they're just really attaching. It's beautiful. Neat. Look, and the black on the butterfly is actually coming through. Look here in this part, it's coming through. So I think it just it got grainy because it was wet again, and now that it's drying, it's coming through again. I love that. I can't wait to see it finished. You see the design here. You can see it's starting to see the iridescent too. I don't know if you can see it on camera. Probably not. But you can see kind of a shine. And the white that I left in the middle of it kind of adds for highlights as well. It's so pretty. I'm trying to flatten it out a little bit because it's still kind of trying to curl. And this one is almost, yeah, see the black is coming through again. This one's pretty wet. I put a lot of water on this one, so I think this one's going to take some time. But look at that. This is so cool. I want to keep going. Wow. And these turn out really pretty too. Anyway, so once again, this is the stuff that I used. Daniel Smith transparent watercolor ground. Use 2 layers of that. You guys, if you can leave longer time in between, I do recommend it because it won't take so long to dry and they won't be soggy. Because once you add your watercolor to it, again, it's gonna get cloudy again and take longer to dry. So it's soaking up a lot of paper. We're asking a lot of this paper, but I think it's gonna be worth it when it's done. Look how fun that is. All the colors blended nicely. And they stuck to the paper. So I'll be using these on some of my projects. I'll probably be painting more of them. Look at that. I would bet also, if you prefer markers, use the watercolor ground on there and then color it. You could use markers. You could use markers. It would work. It would totally work. Man, I wish I'd painted one more. I'd try it. But I don't know why it wouldn't. Because it would have something to sink into, just like the watercolor does. So markers should work too if you have markers at home. Give it a try. Somebody give it a go and let me know. Let me know how it works out. But anyway, you guys, I really wanted to get this, try this on and see how it worked, and or if it worked. And apparently it does. So I hope you will try it on your stuff at home. You know, some of these things with these clear glossy finishes, this is a game changer. Use those grounds and get out your markers and your paints and have fun with it. So once again, thanks you guys. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'll leave links to that product below. I think I got it on Amazon. It wasn't expensive. I don't remember where I got the ephemera. I know it's around. It's Tim Holtz ephemera. I would definitely give him credit for it. It's beautiful. So have a wonderful day and happy crafting. I hope you make something beautiful. Thank you. Bye-bye.